So we are inspecting for black fly larvae. They're also known as biting gnats. They kind of rain terror around streams and rivers. They're really aggressive biters that go after people. So what we're doing is that we're pulling out these buoys, or pulling them up, and then we're pulling off tags off these buoys, where the black fly adults will lay their eggs on. So we're getting a representative count of the black fly larvae that are in the river at the moment, in order to be able to treat for them at a future date. If we hit threshold with the species that we are allowed to treat for, then we will be treating later this week, likely with liquid BTI. So we have these tapes that the black fly larvae will be attached to. So we have these fresh ones that we're going to replace with these old ones, or ones that have been in the river for a while. So you can kind of see the larvae a little bit closer. So that's all biting gnat larvae, or also known as black fly larvae. Both sides of the tapes. There's a lot on this one. Some pupa in there too. That's what those ones that aren't moving are.
So this is our black fly boat we got a few years ago. It's the SJX 21, our high performance sport boat. I can go, and if I see a rock or something that's completely unexpected, the boat's able to turn really fast, or I can stop it within about 40 feet, even from a full speed. Probably one of the best things we've ever bought for the black fly program.
Take this sample tag, we put it inside of this tube, we send it down to the lab, we hand it off to our black fly entomologist, Carrie.
This is a sample that was collected yesterday on the Mississippi River. Right now I'm pulling out the tapes to count the larvae that they collected yesterday, picking them off, putting them in some dishes so I can get them all contained into one sample. After I have these all in one dish, I can count them up and see if I can get to threshold, which is 500 per sample for Similium lugeri. Usually the samples come in with 5 tapes. If this reaches threshold, then they can do a treatment. After I count these up, I enter this into the computer, and the field can look it up to know if they have a treatment or not.
So today we treated the Rum River for black fly at Rum River North Park in St. Francis. While treating, I do my best to take 10 to 15 seconds prior to pouring the material into the water so that the substrate has a chance to settle back down, because the black fly larva will stop feeding.
Today we're treating the Mississippi River for black flies with liquid BTI. Liquid BTI is a material we use that specifically targets the black fly larva. When they feed on the BTI, it disrupts their gut system specifically, where they're unable to further their life cycle.
So we had just treated at the Coon Rapids Dam for the black fly larva that had come back at threshold. We had just gotten done with the check back, where we were just confirming that the treatment was a success, where we look at the black fly larvae that are on the tapes from the samples that we had pulled from earlier this week. And it looked as though that the treatment was a success. All the black fly larvae were dead. Not a whole lot of movement amongst the black fly larvae, but there was a lot of movement from other species like caddisflies and a few other river insects as well. And we also even do a multi-plate study that we have been doing for the past few decades, where we just ensure that the treatment that we're providing out there isn't having a negative impact on non-target species.